And we're back, hopefully still with most of you here. So, we've restarted the stream, we're good to go in terms of our uploads to the Tube of You. Oh, we're now definitely past that 9 o'clock watershed. So, good evening everyone. My liquid painkiller is finally here. Oh. Fuck me, that's so tasty. So tasty. Right, next prize. We've already given plenty of tips as to what this could be. Have I got all the colours I need out? Yes, we're clearly just going mad now. Given plenty of tips to what this could be. We've already talked about how you guys have... Shit, have I actually got no viewers, or is that just all... Did it all go? Someone say something in the chat. Twitch thinks no one's there. Alright, whatever, we'll just crack on. Doesn't matter. No, there's plenty of people in the chat. It just needs time to update. Cracking. So, it's a big drop. 140 to 0. So, you know. Ariel Ventry says basing stuff. He thinks it's bases. Only because Amazon Prime. That is a great username for Twitch. Love that. Well, it is indeed going to be bases. Let's grab that command again. The prize command. So, 6th place, 1 hour painting lesson. 7th place. It's my favourite seller of hobby goods. Rival Crafts! £30 hobby voucher to Rival Crafts. You can easily spend 30 quid. And I mean like easily spend 30 quid. I have done that many times. Ben, you've done that as well, haven't you? Yeah. There's too much good stuff. It's not like shit that's expensive, it's 30 quid already. It's like I want that, 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 I want. I'm gonna make rent this month, so not that. I don't really need that, so not that. So not £30 in weight, dude. That's and that's the wrong grass either. You don't buy this grass in pounds. Right, let's get some Flash Kits Yellow. And let's get some Menoth White Highlight on our wet palette. Let's get some exclamation point tufts in the chat. You right there, Ben? You singeing fingers. How is I can't believe I'm asking this. How is your Pop-Tarts cereal?
Disappointing.
Disappointing? Was it really?
It was. It was better than the Twinkies one.
It was better than Twinkie cereal.
But still bad. And not worth the cost.
Would you like to know what's got 2 thumbs, 1 eye, a tongue, and is not surprised?
Brilliant.
So Ben loves American cereals and American foods in general, and he recently bought. Oh god, that Pop-Tart stinks. Nothing but burnt ass sugar. Ugh. Your housemate needs a better diet, big man. That's the big man. I know one day we're gonna have to rev that chainsaw and take a foot off. You know, it's gonna be like that. The guy loves what he loves. He's accepted who he is, and as someone that's approaching 30 years and stone, he should maybe make some slightly different life choices. But I am what I am, is what he says. Which is also quite concerning because that's a Popeye quote. Tony Sprue's getting a host. Thank you, sir. So we definitely lost some viewers when we did the restream. I think we're down to 88 from 140, which is a shame. But I'd rather get stuff up to YouTube than worry too much about numbers. But hey, we were holding 3 figures for a damn long time. That was sick. Right, let's get these highlights done. We need to get through these relatively swift. I've also realised that we actually don't need to start right there. We need to start on things like the eyes. So let's get this on the palette as well, because we really need that. The whip is happening. The whip will happen potentially towards the end of the stream. Depends on how long these take to get finished, mate. It's looking like we are running low on time, like really low on time. So we need to be focused more on the paint than on the hobby whips and stuff, I'm afraid, dude. I'd love to do some more whip because we've had some great submissions to the whip. It's one of my favourite things to do because I love the community that we've built here. It's great to see what they're coming up with. Rocky, that might be the right answer. Right, so first things first, let's do these ribs, these glowing vents. Just got a little orange mixed with Cador red and a mohawk in the way. Need to hit the inside of the ribs, ideally without hitting any of the chest at the moment. These are tough. Let's try a different angle, that might help. That did not help. Oh. God, those fucking Pop-Tarts honk. But yeah, Ben decided that what he wanted, his little treat this month, was Pop-Tart cereal and Twinkies cereal. And I would rather shoot myself in the nuts. Des Ulfo. Thank you for that follow. Needs more information, please. Oh, you're talking about the necron guns. Undecided, but probably just the regular rapid fire version. And probably also just immortals instead. 14 inches is a real weird one, and unless they change something in the codex to give you like extra range on your weapon or something, I'm not sure about that one. Frosting says immortals. Yeah, exactly, mate. Reading Christian, my whip people put in Discord because I got half past. Comment up, Bob. You can always watch back the stream on YouTube and stuff. It'll take a couple of days to get this one uploaded, though, unfortunately. But if the community wants to chime in, that'd be great. Go for it, guys. Let's work together. You get Bob's back during that. Get my back while I'm doing this. Oh, shit. Too many sprues. Found some change down the sofa. A bit moldy, but you can have it. Much love, man. Nappy, how you doing?
Found some change down the sofa, bit moldy, but you can have it.
Very generous of you, sir. Nappy, did you miss the Indomitus box? No, we're not doing the Indomitus box giveaway on this stream. So that's something that's being hosted over on Instagram, and the giveaway for that is tomorrow. So we will pick a winner, make sure they've done all the instructions correctly, and then get in touch with them. And then if they live in a foreign country where it would cost, say, over 30 quid to ship the Indomitus box to, then we will see if they're happy to have a made-to-order box made. And we'll send them something else for trouble as well. It was, but it's fine, dude. It's fine. We've worked out the exchange rates and stuff, so... Alright, a little bit of orange carefully around the eye sockets. Now, it's going to look pretty gashed to begin with. But this is the start of those glowing eyes that we wanted to do. Oh, wait. Small Soldier 12 getting in. How dare you, sir?
Tickles beard.
No. How's it hanging? Slightly to the left. Alright, need to get in here a little more with that orange. And then let's dot the eyes with this colour as well. Like I said, this will start looking a little bit meh, and then very soon it will look like, yeah. It should, but it's a American company, I guess, so everything in dollary dues. Right, now we need to take some yellow in with that mix, get ourselves a nice bright orange going on. There we go, that's better. Take some of that into these recesses again to brighten these up a little more. And this is where we'll start the glow for these. This is super tough to get just this recess because of the way that the there's like a slant to the little slit for the ribs, these vents. And so you've got to kind of line your brush up with a slant, which is weird. You can't paint from any angle, you have to paint it from just that small subset of angles, which I've never had happen before. But hey, it is what it is. So we're starting to get that glow coming through now though. And that makes this side pretty fucking difficult. Because there's a claw in the way. And so it's tough. Now this is the colour we're going to start to use for our glow. So we're going to thin that down just a touch so we can get a nice crisp line. I'm going to pop this on as a highlight to each of these vents. Just a slim line there on the outside. See, now we're getting that very definite heat coming through. Not looking insane. Thank you very much, man. Well, look, your name's in the hat. Could be yours. Equally, could be a couple of hours worth of painting tuition. Could be you get a little prize to spend at a hobby store or Rival Crafts. Could even use that hobby store voucher to buy Rival Craft stuff if you really want. So technically speaking, it's definitely a £30 voucher. It could be a £40 voucher as well. So now we're just doing the tops of these cheeks, leaving some of that orange that we just put down showing through. So we get another line in there to help bring out that glow. Fingers crossed. Oh, Duda Day! He's in as well. 15 tickets to you, sir. There you go, man. You're all good. You're all good. Good luck. Was it that? Was it that? No, it was that, right? Was it? I don't know. Whatever. May the odds be ever in your favor was what I was trying to get to. But I don't know the hand signal for the super secret club that they have in the Hunger Games. Right, now we can start doing some highlights on everything. So now let's start on these claws. hit them edges with a real sharp highlight. Very thin paint, very light brush pressure, just get down a crisp line. Speaking of crisp lines, how about that one there? That wasn't bad. That was not bad. So using that side of the brush technique to keep that really, really tight to the very edge of that. Now we need to get in underneath our little bit of battle damage here. Help accentuate that, make that stand out. This guy needs to keep better track of his nails. You know, he's a manicure, little mani-pedi. You hold your palm towards you, then close the hand into a fist, but keep the middle finger extended. Your palm towards you. That one. Could be that. Is it that one? I think it was that one. Excuse me, I don't know how this machine works. Boom. Right, let's keep going. No time to celebrate our little highlights. We are now behind by only an hour and 20 minutes. Shaz butt. So, let's just get this paint down. All these little highlights we do on the claw. I'll do them all over again in a minute, so it's fucking no point celebrating at all. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. You're expecting your metal Skelly Boy suit? Awesome, mate. If you also tag 3 friends in that post, you'll get a bonus entry. So we'll collate all of the entries. We did a load of admin on it this morning to make sure there wasn't a lot to do. And then tomorrow, we will do the same again. Do the prize draw, make sure that people have done all the requisite things and the stuff, and if they have, then they win. If not, then we redraw, because I know there's a lot of people who's like, yeah, I've done all that. I've only had 1 notification for a subscriber today, and I've had 4 people say they've done it, so I guarantee that 3 of you have not. There's been quite a few of that. We're a machine, definitely a machine. This guy's a machine. We're channeling our inner Necron. Danger, Will Robinson. Still got the base to do. Still got realistic water effects to do. Still got barbed wire paint. Still got weathering powders to apply. Still got so much shit to do. Not even close to done, son. There we are. Right, I'm just going to do some tiny highlights just here to help break the knuckles up from the rest of the hand. Right, we're not going to do any highlights on the glowing balls because getting a tiny specular highlight on that is super difficult. I remember we wanted those to be just luminescent, not actually glowing. So they don't need to have that super bright next level highlight. Oh dude, that orange has some pop right here as well. This is no movie magic, otherwise I'd apply that here. I'd look a little bit more like maybe a young Val Kilmer. That would be good. No one looking super crazy, but still plenty of women like, ooh, hello. Instead, we look like I've headbutted a truck, a Mack truck that was moving at great speed. Twice. Organising a Warhammer game. Awesome. Awesome. I wrote the rules pack for a tournament which is taking place at my local on the 9th of August, and I'm pretty sure we sold out all of our tickets. 16 tickets. Bear in mind we've got a very small local community. 16 tickets in a day and a half, which is mental for us. Did you shift your balls to the side this time? No, I've been doing a lot less sort of scooching down in my chair, which is what accidentally tucked one under. You get that feeling you clip one and you just instantly feel like you're going to be sick. We had that sort of pit of our stomach feeling going on for longer than was really warranted yesterday. So right now in these, we're just putting a brighter highlight in those cells. Ring those up. Mine's just against my mate. Are we still talking about testicles? In terms of starting a Necron and Space Marines army, start with a box. Riptides aren't even that good right now, mate. They're strong. They're still one of the best units in the tie book, but they're not meant. They're not what they were in 6th. Or 7th, rather, is what I meant to say. If you're looking at friendly games, then make sure that everyone takes plenty of troops rather than just the big horrible shit. So for Marines, if people start like bringing 2 or 3 repulsor tanks, then tell them to do one. If people start bringing like 3 scout squads and then every single heavy weapons choice that they can bring, tell them to do one. So by proxy, the things that I've just told you to not get them to bring are also the better things in the codex. For Marines, the Chapter Master Stratagem, I dearly hope is removed from their next book, because that is space aids right there. Oh god, it's just horribly overpowered. 2 command points for 1 million rerolls seems totally legit, right? So those things are good. They're very strong. For Crons, I can't really tell you much about them right now, because whatever I tell you is going to be invalidated by the new codex coming out. Whereas with Marines, as long as you've got your basic stuff down, you'll always be good, because Marines are good at most things that they do. So as a consequence, you can kind of take whatever and at least be okay in a friendly game and not feel like you're constantly on the back foot. Whereas with Crons, I don't know, mate. I don't know. Right now, one of the best ways to play Crons is to choose a different army. But things like Lichguard are solid. Immortals will always be good. I really think that as well. I'm just trying to work out the highlighting pattern for this, and I think that just doing this little juxtaposition of it is the best way. and we'll have a look at it once we've done one blade edge, but that's already helping to sharpen that up a lot. Joe, no, not at all, mate. Although there's going to be some units that will come out for Marines that you'll be able to use as Wolves. Definitely. It needs to be 12 CP. It needs to just not be there. It needs to be you must take Bobby G or someone similar as your Chapter Master. And give someone no choice in the matter. If they want a Chapter Master, that's it. He must be your Warlord. He has the shit Warlord trait that you didn't want, and so on. There should be a penalty to it. You should have to think about it rather than just, well, I just spent 2 CP. Of course I spent 2 CP. Why would I not spend 2 CP? So, Judiciar event pack for the AO, not yet for the Super Major. So thank you to whoever answered that. I can't quite see your name, I'm afraid. Yeah, Dante, Shrike, although he was never Chapter Master, he was Captain. He got promoted in 8th. Bobby G isn't a Chapter Master. I'm aware Bobby G isn't a Chapter Master in terms of like the actual rules, but let's be honest here, he basically is. Did I say rules? I meant law. Like, technically speaking, Bobby G is actually a Primaris Lieutenant. Technically speaking, that's what he is. So, that's that 20th Primaris Lieutenant, guys. He was stealthily in there all the way from 7th Ed. Calgard gave it him back. Well, fair enough. Getting close to 12 hours. Yeah, man. 9.5 so far. 14 yesterday. I'd still rather these guys were done by the time we did the draw, so that people were like making their choices knew exactly what the mini was, how it was painted, and so on, right? But I think people can get a pretty good grasp of what's going on from what we've got here and what we've done so far. No, it's just many edge highlights on Necron Blade of 1,000 Truths. Has this thing got a name? Like, is it just Skorpekh Blade? Is it an actual legit thing? Also, we missed this bit earlier on, so we must go back and do that in the tick. Just before we do that entire side of this fucking sword. Ugh. So lieutenants, I just failed claims. No. They're too small. That could be why they failed though. Well, just this bit on this side to do, then we'll do that little doodad on the gun, this little Duracell battery, whatever it is. And then the other side of the sword, and it's all about that base. And there's a shit ton of base. I'm gonna have to get the airbrush out now and speed through this. So that's right, we've got 2 fully painted miniatures, and we are about to airbrush the bases. because fuck dry brushing. Don't do that. Friends don't let friends dry brush. There's a time and a place, and it isn't the base. Oh, Nick, peace out, brother. I'll send you a message if you win. Frozin, are you still streaming right now? Dude, hi to Frozin stream if I'm on screen. Hi. How you doing, Chief? Glad you're liking the cron, though. I mean, I need to have a little bit of attachment to it. It's a blue cron. That's kind of an orange cron as well. But it's a Gypsy Danger cron, which makes it super cool because it's a gigantic kaiju fighting robot from an alternate future. Oh, just tell me, oh, you ass. Oh. Might actually invest in some new headphones soon. These are great. I bought a longer cable. They're super good, but for a long stream like this, that and we're running out of vocal cords right now. So, yay. Oh. Boom. Chris, that's how you finish Necrons, dude. Wow. Wow. Chris has forgotten more about painting Necrons than I will ever know. That's how I'm gonna bet. And then forget all his secrets. Steal them. Viking, peace out, man. Hope you enjoyed your vacation. Take it easy. There's too much paint on that brush, I know it. Before I even touch the mini, I know it's gonna fuck up if I do. Alright, just need to do the front of this. And I think we missed. No, we did go back and do it. It's all about the bands. Absolutely. Gonna have to watch history instead of... Oh, Rocky. Wow, man. Wow, the disloyalty is real. How's Frozin doing? Is he painting Judiciar tonight, or is he painting Cron still? Like, what's his stream about today? This one. This one. It's painting Crons when you popped it. Nice. He was the Overlord. Oh yes, of course, he did the repos on that one as well. Yeah, good lad. You gonna do blue Crons then, like Mr. Frozin, with his frozen Crons. God, we're so behind. We're like an hour and 40 minutes behind. So we've got an hour to do 2 bases and do them justice. We got this. We've got this. Needs an hour to paint some bases. Airbrush, more airbrush, weathering powders, more airbrush, resin. Rival Crafts magic happens and the bases look good. Could just put Rival Craft stuff on there and the bases would look good. We could just do it that way and really cheap. Sarah, have you got a 60mm and a 40mm battle ready base I could just have? Like, rip all this shit off the base. Whoosh! Done! Ideally in an urban jungle theme. Asking for a friend. I really want to risk a copyright DMCA strike and play the fucking Pacific Rim theme tune. Rocky, I don't think that's on the cards, man. It needs to be sculpted. It needs to be sculpted. Pedders, you got time between now and September to sculpt a 100mm base to look like a Forgotten Temple to put Magnus the Red on? Because Rocky really wants to know. I mean, I know you've got a fuckload of Ujimi flips, Death Witch? Where the fuck did that come from? Death Watch to do. You have multiple pillars and stuff. Rocky, speak to Pedders. Rocky wants me to paint Magnus the Red, and I want to do something cool for the base and put him in a like Forgotten Temple style thing, a load of runes and everything else going on. And we cannot find a 100mm base anywhere. Rocky doesn't want me to scratch build one because he's trying to reduce the amount of time I need to spend on his mini, because he knows that I'm painting this instead of having time off from doing commissions, which is very sweet of him. Oh shit, we've got the soda highlight. Fuckity fuck beans. I wonder why it looks so flat. Lifeless and dull. That's not living metal. Hey, we are. Oh, and Commissar Bob's just going, dude, thank you for sticking around as much as you have this weekend. It's been great having you here. I will message you on Twitch if you've won anything in the contest. And hopefully we'll see you soon where we can have a little go through and some critique on your whip as well. Peace out, man. And now let's get. Oh shit, we've got that one panel to do, which we did. That's the way I thought it was, but we got some battle damage in there as well. We didn't, because there was battle damage on the pole, so that's fine. Awesome, man. That's great. Thank you very much. See, what an amazing community we've got here. That's phenomenal. Absolute bosses. And, totally not going to lie, I want to paint something that you've sculpted since I saw that dude you sculpted with dreadlocks. All of Damien's Deathwatch are converted in some way from what I can work out. And a load of them have got bare helms. He sculpted different hairstyles and something. This is one dude with the most realistic fucking head of dreads. That's pretty damn hot. Right, gotta get them silver highlights done, and then we're on to the base. Love the Ice Snake's Battle Brother. Mate, all of them are good. All of them are good. Crazy, crazy, fucking stupid good as well. That's the worst thing about it. And also, he's not even a dickhead, so you can't not like him either. How can you be so good and still be so nice? Banana Lot. Thanks for that follow, man. Welcome. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So nearly done the painting. These are it, the last few brush strokes. We're back to painting feckin' silver. Hate metallic painting. And then we're going to give this guy a very, very quick varnish just to protect all these little highlights we've just put down. Not the metallic ones, I give almost zero fucks about them. But certainly all of the ones on those blades, the claws, you name it. For those playing at home, that'll be his fourth varnish. Did anyone sub and get that free ticket? No, actually. There's still not been a sub, I don't think. There's been lots of follows, and there's been lots of people buying tickets, but no one subbed and bought a ticket. Damien, if it doesn't fit through the front door, that's great, because, you know, reasons. Ugh. Blech. Horrible, smelly, but amazing, amazing varnish. Best varnish. Right. Basing. Average time. What varnish is it? It's Tester's Dull Coat. Testors. T-S-T-O-R-S. Dull Coat. Right, we need that, 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 and not that, that, that. Just going to tidy the desk a little bit so we can work quickly in a moment. Last few use was awful. I've literally never had a bad can. I've gone through 18 maybe. Need that. Oh, come here, you big mighty bastard. I didn't die at the end. Okay. Don't need that. I want that, 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 actually. Not that. I want dark earth, that. No, oh, we will need that. That. So, weathering pigments. best grass tufts ever in the world. Rival Crafts. Need a jingle. Oh shit! Jen Nelson! She's coming in, she wants those tickets. I thought you got in already. J-A-N. Here you go, Jen Nelson. There you go. Oh, and Pixel Props. There you go. You got that sub. You got that free ticket from. Oh shit. Name. Jerry Drop Dead. Sorry, mate. It's been a long day. Weekend. I mean that weekend. Been a long weekend. Right, might still need water. Okay, let's get all of the weathering pigments popped to one side along with our tufts. Don't need those just yet. We're going to do some black up to grey on the bricks. We're going to grab some of that on our palette and get some wet rust effects going on. And then we're going to shove some weathering pigments all over this motherfucker to give ourselves a really nice realistic base after, of course... Oh shit, no, we need even more colours. We need blue. Bam. 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 After we've done a pool of glowing water. Let's do the black first, then the water, then the grey. No, we'll do the grey. So, water, flow improver. Did the nation I just make come through? Yes, it did, you know. We've got you down and you are entered into the giveaway. Windy, congrats, mate. Get through them. Bit of a grind, but worth it, man. Worth it. Janelle, good luck. Good luck. You did well in our last raffle. You won the prize that everyone was kind of hoping for. The little mini pumpkin man. There's superstar, mate. Absolute superstar. Right. Here's where we're going to get some of this on the legs, and that's totally fine, because by the time we got some weathering powders in there, his legs are going to be a bit of a mess intentionally. But let's make sure it stays towards the feet and doesn't go all the way up his leg. That would be disastrous. Wabba71, thanks for that follow. So what we're doing with this black is we're just evening out any of the places where we've got some overspray, like this for instance. Take care of that. And darkening everything down so we can get some nice highlights onto all of these bricks, get some greys going on through them. And this is sort of lunacy. It's the sort of thing I do quite a lot, but I know for a lot of people this will be very nerve-wracking. And they'll be wondering why we're not just dry brushing the base like a normal sane person, and the answer to that is quite simply that dry brushing gives you, I feel, a really horrible effect. It gets kind of chalky, and even on bases I don't really like it. And you can get a lot done to a base with an airbrush and some weathering pigments that looks a lot better than a dry brush. Wabba getting that sub in. Oh, Janelle saying gifting Wabba that sub. Let me give Wabba his meeps. Currency. Wabba71. There you go, mate. Oh, you're brand new to the stream. There you go, mate. Been here for 10 minutes. Have a sub. Isn't that great? A lot of people are making Skorpekh Lord sneaky colours, it seems. Mate, this was voted for by the stream. Brown Chad, thanks for that follow. To be reminiscent of Gypsy Danger from Pacific Rim film, which is an amazing film, and I'm so happy this was the colour scheme that was chosen. It was the one that I wanted to paint as well. So thank you to everyone that voted for this. though, I'm not going to lie. I did regret that orange a little bit. Right, don't spray his bumhole while doing that, but bam, there we go. No overspray. We good. We Gucci. Okay, so we've got a nice dark base all over. Let's do the same for this dude, who I know ends up spraying a lot of his base brown. So doing stuff like this is all about the angle of attack with the airbrush, making sure you're spraying at the right angle to not hit any part of the miniature. And it gets difficult when you've got stuff like this hanging out, but there's always a way in. Again, if we get some of this on the cloak, if we get some of this on his boots, that doesn't matter because we're going to get weathering powders on them intentionally in a bit, which will cover up any mistakes with our spray gun, sorry, airbrush. And give us a nice, clean, crisp looking base. Boom. Right, so next up is getting some greys on the go. Let's flush a lot of that black through. We're going to grab some of this Eshin grey. We'll start getting all of those bricks with this. We're then going to highlight those bricks with this and the Necron Skorpekh Lord. He's got some pre-molded terrain on his base. That's going to need to be hit first up with a mixture of black and this. Give us a nice foundation. What do you think to new Tesseract Glow Paint? You cannot do contrast OSL is what I think of that. I think there's going to be a lot of people fooling themselves into thinking they've done a really, really bang-up job of a glowing effect. And I think that's bad for the hobby in general. It seems a step back, right? Now I've seen some that have been done really well. Hobo J has had to paint his Necrons for his store in exactly the colour scheme that Games Workshop wants to do it, and exactly the method that Games Workshop wants to do it. And looking at his and looking at some other stores that I know have, I know people that have shared their work, he's definitely not really followed those instructions. Not really. Not really. I wouldn't necessarily like make a bet on that accusation, but there's a difference between skill and using a different technique. So I'll print you one. That's totally fine, man. Totally fine. I think that the Canoptek Glow, Tesseract Glow, whatever they're calling it, I've forgotten already, will have uses like a lot of the contrast paints, but I genuinely don't think that one coat OSL green is possible out of that pot. Honest to God, I can't see that being the thing. For those of you who were here on the last week's stream we did, Thursday, we did the glow on this dude's gun with an airbrush, which I appreciate most hobbyists don't have. We did the glow on his eyes and his chest without an airbrush in literally minutes. Take the time, do the work, because if you rely on a cheap trick like contrast paint to give you your highlights or the OSL green paint, then you haven't had much opportunity to learn what's going on. So you haven't had a chance to sort of push yourself as a painter, and that's why people that just dry brush a lot, we don't ridicule them at all, but we try and push them towards some other methods of painting if they're looking to improve their skill. If they're happy dry brushing, it's totally fine. Totally fine. Please enjoy your dry brushing. But if you want to go a bit further, put your dry brush down and pick up a paintbrush and start learning different things. And people will say the same about an airbrush. Like, why use an airbrush? Why not just wet blend everything? Why not do your blends through glazes and layering and stuff like that? Well, I can. I totally can. I'm out of practice with two-brush blending, for instance. But I'd rather use the airbrush. I prefer it as a tool. I prefer it as a medium. I think it's kind of cool anyway, having the airbrush. And honestly, I can get the same effect as spending several hours brush blending. Comradson, what up, dude? As I can with the airbrush in a few minutes. Like to paint a sword, like that, brush blending, hour and a half. We did it in 4 minutes. I'll take that hour and 26 minutes spare and put that somewhere else on the Mini, thanks. I really appreciate that. So, yeah. Right, so this is going to go on all of the statue bits. We're going to get all of the bricks with this, so we can do an administratum blend on them as well. Going to get a lot of the peaks on this crater. Right. The fact that we're airbrushing the base instead of dry brushing it means that I must have decided that this is a better way to do what we're going to do than a dry brush. Otherwise I'd have just dry brushed it, which is quick and very easy. You know, very, very easy. So there's obviously a reason I've chosen this, and it's because I think it looks better. Genuinely, I just prefer the effect. Don't paint the hourglass grey. Spent a lot of time fucking around with that. Just the bricks. Get a little bit around the edge of the base on this guy, because there's not a lot of detail on his base. Let's at least build a brighter edge, so we've got a darker shadow where he stood. Something else you can do with bases is just help pronounce the area where your dude is stood by giving a bright ring around him. Flush some of that, get a load of that in next. Oh, you broke. Oh, damn, man. That sucks, but you've got to be careful with that. I've been very, very lucky and haven't had any major issues with the airbrush whatsoever. Either one, this one or the Mr. China. Nozzle's 22 quid. Yep, yeah. Don't want to fuck one of them up. The nozzle for a good airbrush is almost as much as an average / low spec airbrush. Right, let's come in now with a lighter grey. Top edges of this little bit of building he's stepping on. And before anyone says it, I am aware there are about 3 scarabs on this guy's base, and if we get time to get to them, we will. But right now, they're going to be so covered in basing pigment, you ain't going to see them. So we'll see how that goes, and we might come in and just give them a little bit of extra love. But if I'm honest, that's not really what we're aiming for right now. Right, get these bricks. You do half of each brick's facing, so we get a nice little transition even on our basing material. how quick we can do this using that airbrush, right? Or you could brush blend up a fuckload of bricks for a base. Your call. I'll use the airbrush, thanks. I can start a little bit more. Getting late, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, we've got the prize draw in not long at all. Have we still got one more prize to announce? Someone give me an exclamation point prize. I can't remember how many we've done. That's where we're at mentally right now. 7th place is the Rival Crafts Voucher, so 8th place. Okay, so we've got one more prize to announce. And I'll leave it up to you guys. So I have a budget in mind for this prize. It will not be another painting lesson. I know that that's obviously a popular choice, and I'm surprised, honestly, I genuinely am surprised at how popular that's been as a prize. It's humbling. So thank you, I genuinely appreciate it. But I can't fit another one in. And so we'll leave it up to you. It's going to be possibly some sort of voucher or some sort of miniature or something along those lines. What we could do would be things like perhaps a Rival Crafts basing kit, but a large version. So we had great success where we did our giveaways for those not that long ago, doing a Nurgle Demon Army. So maybe it could include things like the ferns and a few other bits and pieces of Sarah's more sort of high-end basing stuff. Set of pigments. Like the white ones, etc. Do you mean inks? Like acrylic inks? Or do you mean like weathering powders? Inks or weathering powders. Okay. Case of Stella. Can't do that. Can't do that. Okay, a few people with the weathering powders. We'll leave this for another sort of 20 minutes. So keep throwing out suggestions. We could do a set of weathering powders. We're going to get to those pretty soon. So... kids will teach you have a drink. Nice. I just totally misread somebody saying weathering powders as washing powder, and I'm like, really? You want that as a prize? Oh, okay. I've got one. I've got a prize then. If you guys are thinking weathering powders, why don't we do a Mohawkminiatures basing kit? So I'll create a little sample of some weathering powders, some Rival Craft stuff, a little pot of glue because that's just cute. Why don't we do that? That could be fun. We're at this level of tired. We're at Roger Rabbit Eyes tired now. What day is it? Is it Monday yet? Oh, it's not far off. Oh. I feel like one of those orangutans, like Clyde from Working Tomorrow. Fuck yeah. I can't afford to take more time off. We took 2 days off after the Nurgle Demon stream, knowing that I'd be up till some godforsaken hour of the morning, and I was like, I can't possibly work at that stage. And it's like, I'm running out of holiday because we're still hopefully going to Jib. We're still hopefully going to the Netherlands, and because work changed my holiday year, from being January to January to being it's financial year now, fiscal year, that's it. Because they changed the holiday year, I can no longer use LVO and Vegas as part of next year's holiday allowance. It's got to be in this year's holiday allowance. Like, fuck. So I can't really afford to take more time off. Everyone's a Mohawk kit. Basically a set of trimmers and you're done. Right. Let's get some blue water going on. Don't spray the Mini. Especially don't spray blue paint all over his bright orange fucking claws. But do spray blue into there. And then Jesus wept, losing the voice. Is that a furlough thing? Am I dying? Never. Never. We have some apple juice that tastes remarkably like a 12-year-old Macallan in front of me. Some lovely apple juice. It's one of nature's own painkillers. It's crazy. Oh. How's it going, Mikey? Funny that, yeah. Bill Cody's Ranch. I misread that when I first saw it. Thank you for the follow. I thought that was something horrible. Bill Cody's Ranch. Thank you very much. God almighty, there's something wrong with my head. Oh, God. Mikey, how's your weekend, dude? Your Indomitus launch weekend? You do anything cool? Anything fun? You play any games? Did you sit and edit battle reports all weekend? I bet that was part of it. Let's have an exclamation point HW in the stream. One of my favourite people in the hobby. And in general. Look at that. And in general. How's Stonewall game? You should be, mate. I like about 7 people. Misanthropics unite! There's 20% extra 10 days during furlough, so you're paid for them. That sucks, man. I mean, I kind of understand why they've done it, but that's a little shitty. Did you get the option at least, or was it just like, here's what's happening? Right, there we go. So we've got a nice little glowing pool of blue right in front of him. Damn. Are Chaos Knights improved in 9th? No. Chaos Knights, I don't think got any better than they were. Which is to say that I always thought they were an army that could do okay, not well. And that's solely because it's very difficult for them. They don't have the Mechanica Strat to act at full profile. Some of their relics and warlord traits are just markedly nowhere near as good as the Imperial version. Pinoy Caster, how you doing? And so as a result, they're kind of meh. Now Imperial Knights, I feel, are the better version of Knights in general. That's fucking terrible, mate. I can't believe that. Have you not got like a union rep or like a tribunal you can take that to? Because that's fucking horrible. Still going to Tau? Hell no. Hell no. I've got a Tau army I still plan on working on, and I would like to play them because I love the mechs. I think they look cool. But I'm still playing Imperial Knights because Imperial Knights I think is still great because we've still got that active full strength. We've still got access to Housecraft for rerolls in combat. We do a few quick highlights on that and one or two of the bricks. Not all of them, just a couple. So I still think Imperial Knights are brilliant. The thing that hurt Chaos Knights the most is that some of the weapon combos went up in points. So where they would normally take double Avenger and a lot of double thermal cannon knights, they now can't do that and still field a good, like really good pure army. So those points changes hurt them a lot more than it hurt me. For me, it meant that I got to play at 2,000 points exactly the army I was going to play in 8th. Literally the same list. I nearly took this to a tournament knowing I'd be about 80 points shy because I thought it was going to be the best list I could write. And then I taught myself out of it because it was 80 points shy. I was like, we should just do this, and I found a way to make it work. It was the strongest list that I could have done at 2,000 points, but the list I'm taking now is 3 Crusaders, 3 Helverins, and I think that absolutely knocks the pants out of my old list with the Paladin in there as well. So just a few highlights on some of this masonry. And then we'll pick just a couple of bricks to get a quick highlight job. Whoops. Then I'm going to paint the barbed wire, get some rust down. Actually no, that's a lie. What we'll do then is we'll set some resin in here while we paint the barbed wire and get the rust down. That can be drying and curing a little bit, and then we can do our weathering pigments and we are done. Let's do the rust with pigments actually. Are you guys happy for our 8th place prize to be a Mohawkminiatures style basing kit containing some weathering pigments, a little bit of Rival Crafts magic and love, a little bit of barbed wire perhaps, some particulate again from Rival Crafts? Does that sound good to you? We'll say retail value about 25 quid. Looks like a prize that you'd be after. Fuck it, we've pretty much edge-heighted all those bricks now. Okay, everyone's good with that. Rocky? No, absolutely not, mate. You don't need to, you just need to win the primary, which means just killing the right units at the right time. So, 7th prize, 8th place prize. A Mohawk Minis / Rival Crafts basing kit. 9th place, and our final prize, we knew this one was coming from the start. We'll win a Crusade Journal. And submit. Exclamation point prize to view the complete list of prizes. They're all in there now. Every single one. It's 9th edition. There's 9 prizes. It's a beautiful, beautiful symmetry. What's not to love? So yeah, Rock. I've played, like I said, 3 games. I have done extremely well in every single one of those games. And I haven't tabled anyone, although when you're doing well with knights, you're putting people in a position where they could be tabled soon. Right, let's get the super shitty brush for painting the barbed wire. This is our oldest one. How to put it on CPR knights? Not really. I used to play games in 8th with only 6 CP for the entire game after buying some traits and relics. And it just means that you have to accept that things aren't going to go your way on every dice roll. You don't do any command point rerolls unless it's absolutely necessary, and normally a number of shots or a damage roll. To me, Sprues, absolutely not, man. You guys are great. That's why we're doing this giveaway. If it wasn't for you folk, we wouldn't be able to do stuff like this. So you guys supporting the stream, being here over the weekend, that's what's allowed us to do this giveaway. It's not me, it's you. And that's, for the first time in human history, said in a positive way. So you just accept the fact that with knights, things are going to go wrong. If you can rotate and get back up twice, then you're Gucci. That's all you need. You know some knights are going to die. It's totally fine. Just move on. You have to have that kind of fatalistic, my guys are going to get wrecked throughout the game sort of mindset to play knights at a competitive level, I feel. Otherwise, you get too attached to somebody. It's like, oh, I don't want to die, so I'll reroll that. Or you're like, well, I really need to kill this guy, so I'll have to reroll that for a wound or a damage or something along those lines, and you can't do it. You can't afford to. So I spent a year playing like that, and the fact they've now given me so much more CP, they can still start the game with 6, get a free one every fucking turn, and have another warlord trait, and have another relic, is mental. Absolutely mental. So Jay, when we do a necron off with Mr. Frozen, 2 painters, 1 mini, 2 brushes. Oh, 2 brushes enter, 1 brush leaves. We're not both painting like the same actual mini. We both paint like a similar mini, but not the actual identical same one. Otherwise, we'd have an actual fight, and it'd be like, well, I want to paint this bit. No, I want to paint this bit. Well, I want to paint that bit instead. But I've already painted that bit. Exactly. So let me paint this bit. Can you imagine how much of a dumb argument that would be? So, also, why a necron off? It's Frozen! Speaking of a necron off, here he is! The man behind the Silent King. Some would say the Silent Prince. Except he talks too much. How's it going, sweetheart? We are rushing through a base right now. Mad Bam? Was that? Sorry? Yeah, Mad Bam. Thank you for the follow. Mate, we're at that stage, but we're basing. To all of you coming in from Chris's stream, thank you for joining me. This weekend, in fact, we are painting these 2 minis. These started as black undercoat yesterday morning at 10 a.m. We are now at the final stages where we're going to start fucking around with some UV resin right now to give this guy actual water effects on his base. Then we start getting some weathering pigments out, black base rim time, and then it's time for the prize draw! Exclamation point prize. If you want to know what this weekend's been all about, exclamation point prize. Then if you want to enter the raffle where you could win either one of these two as first place prize and the rest of that faction from that box, let's say you choose your Marine, you get this phenomenally painted, if I do say so myself, Judiciar. You get your bikes, your eradicators, your captain, your lieutenant, your banner dude, the shield guys, your assault intercessors, the lot from there. Let's say you want Skorpekh Lord. You get your destroyers, your warriors, your scarabs, your overlord, every other fucking cron from that box you get. First place gets choice of mini. Second place gets the other mini and the rest of the kit. Third place is a 3-hour long painting session with myself where we will help you knock your painting up a level. Bam! That's how it's going to be. Fourth place prize will help you grow the army that you've already got. We're going to give you a start collecting box. Fifth place prize, help you move your army in maybe a different direction. We give you a £40 hobby voucher to any hobby store that you want. Element Games, Forge World, Rival Crafts, any of them. Your choice entirely. Fifth place prize, please let me get this right. I have to check the thing. Damn it. I think it's the paint lesson again. No, that was fifth place prize. Fifth place prize, hobby voucher. Sixth place prize is a 1 hour long painting lesson with myself, where again we can paint something that you want. For both those painting lessons, if you want to learn one specific thing, we'll do that. If you want to learn something more general, like give me some airbrush tips, we can do that. Seventh place prize is a £30 Rival Crafts voucher. Exclamation point Tufts in the chat in honor for Sarah. We'll deal with that in a minute, Chris. Eighth place prize is a basing kit put together by myself, a Mohawkminiatures style basing kit. We're talking some Rival Crafts particulates, some Rival Crafts tufts, but then things like barbed wire, bricks, kind of stuff that I throw in on the base, a little part of that pumice perhaps. Valued at around £25, we will sort you out. And then finally, after you've gone through all of building your army, painting your army, the journey that all of those prizes can take you on, finally, you go and play some games. We're going to give you a 9th place prize, the new Crusade Journal, so you can have some fun, narrative, 40k with your mates. I need a pipette. No, I don't. I do. Yes, I do. I do need a pipette, but I really need this and the music to not have just stopped. Cell virus! See, he wants in. Let's get you your ticks, man. Pound a ticket, buy 3 get 1 free, buy 10 get 5 free. Cell virus with a £5 donation.
Fingers are crossed.
And his fingers being crossed, get 6 tickets in. Chris, I did not say Necrons are wimps. Crownblade is talking shit. I mean, as for the rest of your comment, I couldn't possibly make any other claims to that. Chris, you know I think you paint good. They're all talking rubbish, Chris. They're trying to get on your insecure side. You don't have an insecure side, brother. Stay strong. Right. This is resin that dries under ultraviolet light. And what we're doing is we are filling, hopefully without many bubbles, this recess that we've created and painted with that. There you go, a bit of cardboard to put the end of that in. Fantastic. Quietly, we'll deal with that in a minute, Chris. Is there a prize for last place? I think I might manage that. Narration. There is no last place prize, I'm afraid. But don't sell yourself short, man. Also, if for whatever reason you don't feel like entering our raffle, and that's totally fine, we do have the opportunity. Can I do this with one hand? Can I frozin this up? Because he's a strong lad. Barely. For fuck's sake. Oh my god, that's so weighty. Yeah. No, we're done with that. You could win an entire Indomitus box that's too heavy for me to lift. Oh my god! Toonie Sprues is going all in. All in. But you could win this box.
I'm going all in, gimme.
With command !box. Go to Instagram and follow all the instructions in the post there. And then tag 3 friends for an extra bonus entry, and you can win this box. Oh, motherfucker, that's so heavy. Oh, ow. So, right, let's put this guy in the oven. Fuck it, this is gonna take too long. Indomitus boxes will have to be moved one more time. We need the oven. The oven is not an actual oven, because that would be dumb. The oven is a thing that ladies go to nail bars and get their nails dried with. They do some weird nail painting thing. I don't know. I've never understood nail bars. What plug is which? I don't need this one in. Oh shit! Stuff and things is happening. And too many sprues. I need to give you your tickets, but also target number 4. Dude, how's it going? The target number 4 is to get you sorted. Right, here's where the ghetto hobby
Crusade
comes to life. We remove this guy from the shot glass so he'll fit underneath the nail drying apparatus that we have here. But he's still too tall, so this is why you need to have hundreds of shot glasses. It's not because you have a drinking problem, Jay. I don't have a problem, I've still got plenty in stock. It's when I run out, that's when the problem starts. Need to rearrange the desk a little bit. It's dead to me right now. And build a little shot glass tower for our Necron man to live in. Just while we use the UV-ness of this, that's really warm, to dry the resin on his base. So that'll take a couple of minutes. During that couple of minutes, we can do these things. Jerry dropped dead. Damn, he's going in strong again. So that is another 15 from you. Damn, man, you have got a lot in here. I'm really rooting for you, dude. Like, no favoritism, but you've gone deep. Target number 4 is for 15 and Toonie Sprues is for 30. Toonie Sprues, that's you. 27, 29, 30. And target number 4, we have to do copy paster for you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. There you go. Right, so we've got some barbed wire to do on this chappy. All that off to one side, don't need that. Okay, instant review, how to share to my feed. Basically need a final countdown. Don't read the chat while you're answering a question. It does not go the right way. You need a third-party app, but just check your story and that's fine, mate. Right, need some orange paint, which we've got on our palette. We're going to put some rust on here. Necron Man's is in to oven. And restart to oven. So let's splodge a little of this on. So all we've done is just really thin down some Trollstar orange. And some of you might be saying, well, why don't you just use Rise of Rust? Same thing. Literally same thing. Same pigment, much less medium. No difference. Talk. Right. Gotcha. Thank you. That makes more sense. Right. Can we do anything else while Skorpekh Man is doing the opposite of chilling? He's grilling. Skorpekh Man is grilling. We can do some base rims on this guy at least. We are running out of time with 25 minutes to go. We need these two. Actually, fuck it. Let's leave that to one side. We will. Oh. Ow, back. On the nail cooker, yes. Did you cover the sensor after the Nurgle Marathon? Oh, no. I just sit here and press the button every 100 seconds. Pigments. Let's do pigments. So we're going to make a horrible mess of our workspace now, which is unavoidable. But it's worth it. Because aside from the base rim and a little bit of rust to do on him, actually, let's do some rust on him now, then do the pigments on both, and he can sit under there for a bit while we do the pigments on him, then come out and they can have swapsies. But this is our nice little bit of UV resin we've got in there now. It's starting to cure it really nicely. It'll take a while, and it's worth letting it cool and cure properly, because if you don't, it will go yellow, and that's we're looking for a pool of water, not a pool of wee. There's no scared guardsman there. There's a destroyed guardsman that may have turned into like that little bit of mush. We've got rust to do on these little bits of rebar as well. Just tap some in on those. I did say I reckon this baking would take 3 hours. I would have plenty of time. We've tried to cram it into an hour, so apologies if we're being ever so slightly erratic with what's going on right now. But that's just the way things are right now. You can go back under there, get cooking. And Jay says root for you don't win. Is that true? I'm never actually rooting for you, Rocky. Well, actually, I'm always rooting for you. I want to paint a mini for you, but you need to win, and you're not winning. Win harder, damn you, Rock. Win harder. Don't want that brush. We want those ones that you've got. So, with Hideout, do you like contrast paints? In a word, no. I like maybe 3 of them, and that's it. How much do you win crons? If you can get me Scarlett Johansson's phone number and on an unrelated subject, a bottle of chloroform, maybe that would swing it. Right, pigments. Where do we put them? Over there. If anyone's not used them, what these are basically is paint without the medium. So this black soot that we've got from Forgewood, for instance, is pretty much the same stuff that they make a bad and black out of. And if you put some medium in that, that's kind of what you get. Hardy, you're absolutely right. They're not that bad. However, it's not my style of painting. That's why I don't like them. What you do is you get a brush that is pretty buggered. So I've got some cheap synthetic ones. As you can see, this one is not got a point anymore. It's like a mushroom on a stick. And you just then sort of massage them into the base a bit. So we're going on with this black to give us a really dark surface to work up from. We're going to go away from the bricks and so on. But otherwise, we're going to get a lot of the areas on this base and, in fact, the other one in a sec as well. I'm going to try and avoid getting too much on things like his cloak, but we're not going to be overly precious about it. If we end up with a bit on there, we end up with a bit on there. I'm going to try and avoid the barbed wire because we want that to be nice and bright and stand out a little bit from the rest of the model. Now what we're doing is we're basically putting a dust on the base. And this may set off my allergies actually, so I should wear face protection. Yeah, I give too much of a shit about having an allergy issue. Bear with. It's amazing how much more difficult that is wearing a glove. Yeah, I've got a slight dust allergy, so stuff like this is a bit like awful. I basically get flu for a couple of days afterwards. And ding, you're done. Let's get you back on your base. Touch this with something that isn't your finger. Nice. Happy days, that's all set. Hardy, it's all good, dude. Honestly, not a problem. And Rocky, you're talking shite. Brilliant. Smithy, no deal. It's an all or nothing deal. I told you, the two are completely unrelated as well. I promise. If I'm honest as well, mate, that sounded more like, yeah, this is a will thing, not a skill thing. Oh, Hardy! Thanks for that sub, dude. And you definitely do have to start somewhere, man. We all did. My first minis looked fucking terrible. Some of my recent ones haven't looked great, if you ask certain people, but... painting's one of those things, it's a learned skill unless you've got a lot of talent, and I don't have talent. I have many hours of painting and trying to work out why my stuff looks like shit. And that's what's got me to where I am now, is constantly refining and trying to improve. That brush has had it. I've got another one here. She's actually still got bristles left, which will make this much easier. And Breathe Hole, you said I can't do it blindfolded. Who are you to tell me what I can't do? And a little bit of particulate didn't quite get glued down as much as I wanted it to with the pumice, but it's all good. Right, so that is our dark particulate laid down in a lot of areas on that base. This is going to start giving us a lot of variety on here. Now let's go with some of our browns. So we've got this dark earth, which I really like. It's one of the best basing pigments at all. Straight from a pot onto the mini. Absolutely, man. Now, once again, this is one of those things that I do, not everyone does, and some people will disagree with what's going on here, and others that have tried it, they'll be like, yeah, the payoff is this, the downside is this, and I'm happy with that downside. what we're doing is we're applying just powder to a base, and there's going to be nothing that seals this in place at all. So we're not using anything like isopropyl alcohol or spirits to hold these in place. As soon as you add anything wet to this, you are basically taking the pigment, which has a particular finish because it's dry and has never been a paint, and turning it into a paint, at which point you may as well have just painted the base instead of doing this. Now, I like using the pigments unsealed and not having anything that holds them down on the base. Emlyn, thank you for the follow. Because I really like the way it looks. It gives a... You see that moth? Oh, you're cute! But don't fly on my face, because that's a no. It's not as bad as the hawk moth we had in here the other week that was fucking gigantic. Kept dive bombing me in the back. And you could feel it. It was like dunk, dunk. So yeah, you know, there's that. But if you leave these as is and don't seal them, you will end up with some of them falling off the Mini. Now, I know that that's going to happen, but I'd also like to just think that I take care of my Minis, and the people that have had commissions done by me, I'd like to think that they take care of something that they've spent potentially hundreds or even perhaps thousands of pounds to have me paint. You've got to think that they're probably not just chucking it around a little bit, right? So the fact that some of this will fall off, if you treat the Mini roughly, is fine. Right, we've got a little bit of rust, orange rust. This stuff is awesome. Now, you can mix all of your pigments, by the way. It works the same way as paint. We're just going to drop some of this into and around our barbed wire to help give us a second layer of rust. So we've got two different colors of rust on that now. And on here we'll also do these little bits of rebar, get it into a little of the surrounding stone as well. This stuff's really good for doing like Martian style bases, by the way. Toony Sprues, the powder will come off of the army cases, you're right. But my knights that you'll see in here every now and again, I did the weathering on their armor, so on the flat panels that have absolutely no purchase. Did the weathering on their armor panels using weathering powders. That's not been sealed with anything. Those knights have played in tournaments in 4 countries. They've been on planes, they've been in the boots of cars, they've played in God knows how many games, and that pigment is still on there, mate. And if it's still on a flat surface with no grip whatsoever, when it's on something like this, holding it in place, all the surface tension, all the friction, all the little tiny nooks and crannies that we've kind of buried this into by forcing it into the ground, this is going to hold it in place. So you'll lose a little bit, and that's totally fine. Because the variation you get on a base as a result of doing this, I feel, and some other people feel, is well worth the trade-off for occasionally popping a little bit more on. You know, there's no real hawk moth. You've just been eating too much paint. Possible, but I saw it fighting a fucking spider. Dude, go away. Also, Kung Fu Hippie 13, thank you for the follow. You feel attacked. Why do you feel attacked? What have we done to attack Mikey? About pigments. Hey! No. That was actually a question in the chat. The Cromlech one was actually Dark Earth, which is fucking epic. But you were a naysayer, Mikey. I had to convince you. And then you went away and you tried it. You're like, actually, this is fucking great. And after I told you what to do, you even put it into your How to Paint Necrons in 23 Minutes video. Along with several other tips I gave you. You sealed it, then you put it back on. Right, now... you just pop some of this onto his cloak. Not a lot. And we're also going to put this gently and carefully onto some of his armor, around his boot, things like that. This is going to give us that weathered effect of trudging through this urban jungle. Getting dusty, getting dirty. There was some bloody imbecile in that video. I know, man, I know. You see, this has got a lot less purchase on the cloak than it does on the rest of the mini, but it's still leaving that little effect there. That's what we're aiming for. Let's get a little into his little Space Marine baby booty. Don't cover it, not entirely, just a very light dusting just in there. Help bring him into the base. We talk loads about people putting stuff on bases, but it's put on the base, it's not really attached to the base at all. And you absolutely you must make sure that everything on a base looks like it belongs on a base, and that includes the miniature as well. So all of these bits of brickwork where we've got these pigments going down, we've got our highlights down, where we've got our barbed wire buried by bricks and particulate, all that sort of stuff. This is absolutely super essential to creating a realistic base that has got the right kind of features to make it all mesh as one cohesive thing. So currently we're just dabbing this on around the edges, right? Tap off some excess, but then brush in, get this buried and situated into the base. And that'll start to blend that in. Same as, imagine this as wet blending, but with no wet. Yeah, this is just blending. So the same kind of techniques that you would use for normal paints, you're doing with this. But here, you don't have to worry about drying times, because it's already fucking dry. I'm trying to vanish over my pigments because I'm wearing Indomitus box behind and falling off a frying bag. Yeah, alright. Get a little bit more of this in at the front just to grey this up a little more. And brighten this area a bit more. There you go. And then we've got a little bit more grey to use with our Vallejo pigments. This was Cromlech Concrete Grey. And we've got a really bright Vallejo Grey we're going to use. Rookie Wookie, thank you very much, sir. This is up for grabs in 6 minutes. Okay. I know I said I'd do the draw at 11, but I really want to finish these guys. And we're fucking close, so forgive me. We will delay the draw until they're done. It won't be long. We've just literally got to do some base rims, and that's the size of it. And then just a little bit of brushing dust on this dude's legs. God, I reckon it would take 3 hours to do the basing. We've condensed 3 hours worth of work down into 60 minutes. We've done water effects. We've done realistic basing. We're about to put some tufts on this guy. Get a base rim done. And he's done. Happy present? No, Zen. If you need to go, you can go. Just check your Twitch tomorrow in case you've won, because we'll send you a whisper if you're not about. If you can stick around, it won't be long, so it'll be awesome, but no workers if you can't, yeah? Right. Tweezers, okay. I'm in the mock tomorrow, so this is fine. Hairdryer, the base, gets rid of any other particulate that's there. It's really, really loose. No, is it? Brief hold, that's some commitment, man. Oh. Breathe hole. Could you not just watch the VODs? Like, the answer's no. Just fucking no. Oh. Who's this anarchist that tried over the stream? I mean, I was before, so. Oh, there was a hair in that. Oh, an uncomfortable amount of hand sweat. Yuck. Right, tufts. Where'd I put them? There. We've got. Let's move these boys out of the way. We've got some summer meadow and some autumn fall. I'm going to do a few of each on each base, because we want to rock up a little bit of a kind of a mixed look to the foliage. So I always buy, speaking of mixed, the mixed tuft, so we get some 3 different sizes of tuft. Because sometimes you just want a little bit, sometimes you want a large piece of grass, and having the option to sort of mix and match them from the same pack rather than have to buy multiple, I think is brilliant. I really, really like that. It's a great feature that Sarah's thought of. So probably no more than sort of 3 or 4 of each on this guy, and probably only just 1 or 2, maybe not even that of each on the other dude. And we're looking for that kind of grown in place. So we're putting these in areas where you could think that some grass or some seeds may have gained some shelter out of the elements. So we're up against this bit of rock, for instance. I'll tell you where we're definitely going to be putting them is, say, right here on this bit of rock, which is in no way, shape or form designed to cover the scarab that we are not going to get around to painting at all, but mystically has happened to be that is the way. We're going to put one for the same reason, say about there, and then a small one about here, because we've run out of time. Fuck them scarabs, man. Fuck them scarabs right in the eyeball. Let's grab some of our... Actually, let's just do you quickly. So you have no scarabs in your base. We can place these wherever we'd like. And we'd like a little one... just here. And then a baby one. Just here. Now let's pop these away. Let's get our darker autumn fall tufts and hide some more... I mean, put some more... static grass on bases. 2-inch sprues. Yes, I did, and I said no. because I ain't got time, and I'm not gonna watch back. What time is it? 11 o'clock. 14, 15, that's 12. 27 hours of footage that we've streamed this weekend to give you a list of everything that's been used on these. I'm afraid that's just not on the cards, mate. Sorry. If I had infinite time, I would certainly do it because I can understand why that would be helpful. But I do not, so apologies, mate. Any more scarabs looking about? You could do with a bit more coverage, let's be honest here. And so could you. That's a nice little crevice to hold my little bit of plant there. Thank you very much, Mr. Scarab. And now we need to do some base rooms, and then it is time to do the prize draw. So very soon we're going to stop entries. It's just hit 11 o'clock, and all we've got to do is black base rooms. That's not fucking bad for 2 days and a distinct point of time where we were behind by literal hours. That's not bad. So very soon, like I said, I'm going to stop entries. If you would like to win either of these 2 miniatures, first place prize in our raffle is choice of one of these 2. You also win whichever mini you choose, the rest of that mini's faction from that box. You choose the Necron dude, you get all of the Necrons from there. Your destroyers, your warriors, your scarabs, all the characters that are supporting there, the lot. If you choose the Marine, you get your bikes, your Eradicator dudes with the melt guns, you get your Honor Guard guys, the characters, the Chaplain, the Bannerman, all of that. So that's first and second place prizes. If that there are no more prizes to be announced. Damn, I thought I'd taken that out. It just wasn't in the first part of the command. We are done on prizes. For third place prize, you could win a 3-hour private painting lesson with myself. So we could be working on something as specific as you like, or something as wide-ranging as you like. Maybe you want to learn how to paint faces. Cool, we could do a stream where we teach you how to paint faces. And by stream, I mean like me and you hooking up on Discord, just having a chat, teaching you how to paint. Maybe though you want it to be something that's quite a bit more wide-ranging. You're like, Jay, I kind of just want to learn how to airbrush a little bit better. And we could just do that. So anything you want to do in that paint lesson, we're sorted out. You get 3 hours of private tuition. And we'll help you get your painting just knocked up a notch. And I think that's a pretty cool prize. Oh! Nano. Remember, you didn't change to pounds, but did you put, how many did you put earlier on? Okay, it's close enough.
Good job, mate.
But we won't give you the bonus. We'll give you 3, but we won't give you the bonus, alright? Unless you put in another 60 whatever cents it was. But you've got your 3 tickets. Fourth place prize, if you didn't think that was enough, is a £40 voucher to... No, fourth place is a start collecting box of your choice. So this stream is all about winning an army. This entire weekend is about getting people brand new armies for a brand new edition. So you can start getting get yourself a start collecting box. You can use that to expand on an army. There you go. Cool. So that's actually going to be another 1, 2, 3. And your Bono. There you go, mate. You are set.
My bad, lol.
It's alright, brother. It's totally alright. It's not the first time it's happened this weekend. People got a little excited, didn't read the rules. So that start collecting box, you could either start a brand new army or level up an existing one. Our 5th place prize is a £40 hobby voucher. So that any hobby stockist that you want, could be Element Games, could be GW, Forge World, you name it. Anyone. It's all good here. Then, for our next prize, ooh, Rookie Wookie in it to win it, he says. Let me give you your ticket in a second, sir. There you go,
In
Chief.
it to win it.
The next prize after that, Start Collecting Box, that £40 hobby voucher is a 1-hour painting lesson with me. So in that time, we can do something very specific. You know, need to learn a bit more about edge highlights. Oh, Blue-Eyed and Furry coming back in for more. Is it 2 each? Blue? No, BLU. There you go, mate. That is 30 tickets for you. 30. There you go. So that's more painting tuition if you so desire. And then there's still more. There's a £30 Rival Crafts voucher. So if you want to take your bases and knock them up a notch, that is definitely the place to be buying your stuff from. I get all of my basing materials, all the particulate, all the static grasses, all of those sorts of things. I get all of that from Sarah over at Rival Crafts. And then finally, once you have built your new army, once I've helped you paint it, once you've got it based to make sure you get those 10 precious points in 9th edition, our 9th and final prize, 9 prizes for 9th edition. 9th place prize is the Crusade book, so you and your mates can go and have some cool, fun, narrative games, chill out, blow up some toy soldiers, and have a great weekend doing it. Ninja! Let me get you your tickets. I'm just going to paint the rest of this guy's base for him, and then we'll sort you out. Now, if you want to enter, if you feel like, fuck it, that's a good idea, I want some of that. Eng 427? Yeah. Then type in !rules, followed by !ticket. Read the rules before you buy your ticket. Got to be done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. Too many sprues. Oh, he's going in hot. That's another 45, man. It's another 45.
Right, I'm done. Just take it.
Oh shit, and Shem Whistler. You're getting 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to leave it running for another 7 minutes. 7 minutes, a quarter past. That's the cutoff right there. And 2 sprues. And I completely missed what the bot lady said at that point. So apologies. What was it that was said? $45 tickets for you. 51, 44, 45. There you go. So, 8 minutes left. Plenty of time to just get these bases finished off. And you know what? I think we'll just put one more tuft on this dude's base with the other colour grass. Finish that off slightly. Yeah, that's that from me. No more, just take my money. Your quarter past or our quarter past? I mean, in 6 minutes in that case, if that makes it any more clear. Also, don't forget, for literally completely free entry, no money down, no buy-in, just got to follow some rules. If you would like to win an entire Indomitus box, which is nearly too heavy for me to lift comfortably with one hand, exclamation point box in the chat. You'll get a link to my Instagram account, or you'll find a post with some instructions. And if you follow those instructions to the letter, no mistake. If you follow those instructions and tag 3 friends in that post as well, you'll get the entry for following instructions and the bonus entry for tagging your mates. And you could win damn it. Joe! You could win this box. Bot Lady says,
I won't win first or second, but fourth sounds cool, so here is extra luck. Watched most of the stream today too. Models looking crazy.
woo! I'm glad you had fun, man. But you could win an entire sealed Indomitus box. This one right here. That's up for grabs. So let me get Joe AFDG. AFD. Fuck's sake. Dyslexia. AFDG. There you go. You're in. And then Simply Dave wants to come play as well. He's getting 15 tickets in. Three E's? Yeah. There you go. So 4 minutes left. If you would like to win, and after that point, no more entries. Alright, any donations past that point can be refunded. So we will remove the commands, we'll delete the commands to stop some accidental ones happening. But at 1/4 so in like 3 and a bit minutes, it's over, it's done, it is too late. You want the crons, says Smithy? Nice. Which blue paint do you use for your ultramarines mid-tone and highlights? So on this guy, we used I think we used Signal Blue base from P3. We used Calgar Blue, and then we used some Sickly Skin, which is a wonderful off-white color from P3. It's really, really good. And that gave us a really bright blue. We then took some blue wash, the GW one, which is something like Drakenhof Nightshade. Maybe, that sounds about right. We took that and we airbrushed that back in very lightly over the highlighted area, and then a little bit more ferociously under here to give us a nice shadow. So that took our very bright blue and then just knocked it back a little bit. For our highlights, that was a mix of Calgar Blue and Sickly Skin. Toonie Spruce, you're good, dude. I mean, it's up to you, but there we go. So we've had this has been chosen, all of this has been chosen by you guys, by the community. You chose which minis to paint out of the box. You chose which color schemes to paint them as. We've gone with a Gypsy Danger from Pacific Rim inspired Necron color scheme. Let's get right in and look at this guy in some detail. Ah, Simply Dave getting his sub on as well. You absolute boss, mate. Thank you so much. So we've got an Imperial Fist head and shoulders on. Ah, damn, it's gone. But we've got loads of battle damage. You see, we've got the red, we've got the white, we've got the blue, all of Gypsy's colors. We've got free-handed face tattoos. Oh, AJC, he wants even more. Five, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 15. There you go. You're in, man. You're in. So we've got another minute. Less than a minute now. So here is Gypsy. Loads of airbrush work. loads of brush whip, plenty of freehand, a lot of this battle damage, freehand as well. She's looking awesome. Go with OSL, nice power sword effect. And then our Space Marine Judiciar. Really, really like this. My favourite part of this guy is the hourglass. I love that a lot. Focal points, obviously the hourglass, the mask, the sword, the chop sword he's got going on. Free-handed the ultramarine symbol. That was fun. First one of those I've done ever. There he is. You guys even chose the basing scheme of that urban jungle, and that is it. That is quarter past. Giveaway is finished, so please no more donations. Any donations after this point will just be treated as donations. We're going to turn off those commands for prize and for rules and for God, what's the other one? Tickets. There you go. They are all off. So no more donations, please. So to everyone that tuned in, I wish you the absolute best of luck. Let's set this up so that you guys can see what's going on. That should be about right. Yeah, so we can see all of this. So we have, fuck me sideways, 1,608 tickets. Now, no ticket can be drawn twice. So once a ticket's been drawn, we're going to delete the row. That one's done. That ticket has gone. That raffle has ended for that person. Well, the way we're going to draw this, Jesus wept, control, page, up. Oh, that's changed the bloody tab. Cack. Control up. Hey, there we go. We're going to do this is using the random between function of Google Sheets. So, tickets go up to 1608. And as soon as we press enter, a number will be drawn. So this is the first place prize. Why are you highlighted? Because I copied your name out of the chat, and so it went in with a black background. That's it. Hey, it's all about transparency, man. There's no way that anyone can call fix. We're doing it all right here. You see. First place prize. Choice of faction. You win the miniature. You win the rest of that faction out of that box. The winning ticket number is 339. So we're in the twos, we're in the threes, 339 is Viking XDK. Abaddon's Lost Arms. You missed out by one. Is Viking here? Because for this, it's kind of important. We need him to be here to say, I want that faction. No, he left. Okay, which means that second place prize will have to be whatever one Viking didn't want. It's just the way it's gonna have to be. All right, so you won't know until then. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take Viking. We'll actually cut that. Oh, fucking XL. Ah, damn you to hell. Don't be a dick. It's all gone wrong. There we go. Cut that. We're then going to go all the way back up to the top. And Viking, first choice. These are the prizes. So, we're now, if we redraw that ticket, so if we redraw whatever one it was, then we're good, so we won't remove it. Second prize. You get the one that Viking didn't want, alright? So you'll have to wait to find out which one it is that you want. That's just the way it's got to be, right? The second prize, the other mini and the rest of the plastic crag from that box. Winning ticket is number 583. It's a long way down the list. The 2s, the 3s, the 4s, the 570, 583 is Nick McDade. I also know isn't here, but I know he wants the Marines. I know he wants the Marines. So maybe those two guys can sort something out between them. So hopefully we get someone that's actually here. He did put in 100 quid. He got a lot of tickets. Right, third place prize, which I know is a prize that has been very popular, and for the life of me, I actually am not. I didn't realize it was going to be this popular. This is a 3-hour-long painting session with myself where we will help you level up your painting. So you can choose a topic. It could be very specific. It could be very wide-ranging. We'll find a way to fit it into the time. 3 hours worth of paint tuition. Good luck to whoever this is, by the way. Remember, you can win multiple prizes. There's no rules say you can't. Can't wait to make Jay show me contrast paints for 3 hours. Mate, I give you a private lesson every Monday. You're still shit. Winner is 873. Scrolling on. Keep scrolling on. 600s, 700s. Need 873. Ticket 873 is Jerry Drop Dead! Ooh, dude. You did win a thing. You went deep on these tickets. Don't even know if you're still there. It'd be nice if we did get someone that was actually here. So, Ichu, it's close, man, and of course, Malswear 04 as well. Very close. Very, very close. Jerry's there! Yes! We've got someone that's actually here! Phew, it was getting a little bit anticlimactic, I'm not gonna lie. Congratulations, brother. Well done. You went deep on these tickets, mate. Really, really deep. So, I'm glad you got something. Congrats. So the fourth place prize now. Have a think, by the way, about what you would like to paint, or what particular skill you'd like to learn a little bit more on, or something similar. Give me a message, a direct message on Discord. All right, so !Discord, get a link to there if you're not there already. If you haven't got Discord downloaded, an Instagram message is the best way to get hold of me rather than Facebook, because I literally don't go there. So there you go. Sharpies. Fuck off. Don't you click formula bar each time, just click that column. Just do what? What? Just here? Doesn't do anything, mate. Okay. MySpace. Fuck no. That's dead. That's dead. Bebo. Okay, this one is a start collecting box of your choice. So, anything that you want, 40k, fantasy, Sigma, whatever, we'll work it out. Start collecting box of your choice. The winning ticket number 854. Didn't Did we fuck up? Did we just have that one? No, we did 879, didn't we? 840, 854. No, eat you. It resets after you go down, so it's brand new. Oh, I see what you mean. Grats, buddy. Grats. Oh, I see. We won't count whatever this is. We'll roll it every time. I appreciate whoever's got that ticket. You're gonna feel upset now, but that's the way it's gonna be. Start collecting box. Oh, that is weird. Okay, we're gonna reset it. So it wasn't whatever that number is. It's actually it will be whatever that number is, isn't it? Okie doke. But congrats to each of you. I need you to let me know your shipping details, obviously. So send in a message on Discord. I need to know what start collecting box you want as well. So have a think and get in touch over there. Give me your shipping details and we'll get something sorted out for you. The next prize, which is a £40 hobby voucher to a hobby store of your choice. G-Dubs, Forge World, Rival Crafts, you name it. Prize winner is ticket number 498. 200s, 300s, that's the 400s, 470, 498. Des! Des! Dude! You're a winner. You are a winner. So let me know where you would like that voucher for. Is any entry in here? That's weird. What we'll do is we'll move that out of... Is it every column? That's so dumb. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do... that. Just get out the fucking way. Des, you've won a £40 voucher. Congrats. Let me know. You want Element? Cool. Just do me a favor. I don't know if I've got your email, so just ping me over your email on Discord. I'll get that sorted either after the stream or first thing tomorrow. So the next prize, if I've remembered this correctly, is a 1 hour painting lesson. I have to look at the fucking prizes. Come on. Sixth place prize, 1 hour painting lesson. Yes. So 1 hour of tuition. So pick a specific subject rather than something too broad ranging. So we can cover it in an hour. We'll help you level up your painting in 1 hour. Winning ticket is... I knew it was going to do that. How do we... Do you roll it here? No, do you roll it here? How do you do this? Well, we'll go with 166 because I feel bad for 166 if it's... Oh, shit! Rocky! You got your wish! And I'm not surprised, mate, because you had a lot of tickets. So I'm not surprised you won something. But congratulations, brother. That is you and me with a painting lesson. Now this is going to change the number now. I don't know before. I have no fucking idea, and it's too late for me to learn how to use one of these things. So whatever number this changes to next is the next prize, and that is a £30 Rival Crafts voucher. So it's going to be 930. So 930 was the ticket. It just changed when we came out of that box. 930. This is for a £30 Rival Crafts voucher. We're going right the way through the list. We're at 700s, the 800s, the 930 is Iron Bandit. Are you here, Mr. Bandit? Smithy, I'm afraid, sir, it was not you. Not this time. Iron Bandit. So, as soon as we filled in this box, when we press enter, it would change to a random thing. And this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 8th prize. There's one more after this. So this next prize, RC Voucher. Was he here? Iron Bandit? Are you there? I don't think so. Rocky, we can make the scheduling work, dude. Definitely. I will find a way. If I have to stay up till like a late time, I'll find a way. You won. It's up to me to help make that work. Time to Twitch, you're on the stream now, right? It's within my waking hours, so we'll get there. We'll get there. This next prize, I think it's a good one. I think it's a really good one. Is a Mohawkminiatures basing kit. So we'll take some Rival Crafts stuff, probably quite a lot of Rival Craft stuff. We'll Mohawk it up a little bit, add in some things that I use on a regular basis. Things like the pumice, things like the barbed wire, maybe some of these bricks, maybe a few little bits of odds and ends of scenery perhaps to use on bases. You've seen how we do scenic bases here. You know I love doing that kind of thing. Rough street value of £0. Rough cost to me about £25. That's what we're going with. So the winning ticket for this is number 215. Ooh, we're coming close back up to the top now. Rocky, you can try and make demands of Mikey. It doesn't work. Trust me on that. Just trust. So 215 for the Mohawkminiatures basing kit. John! It's Aerial Ventry. Dude, we will hook you the fuck up. Did I say £25? I meant more. Fuck that, not for the value. Dude, congratulations. You're gonna get all the stuff for bases. I will sort you out. Definitely sort you out. And then the last prize. Moon, there is one left. 9 prizes for 9th edition. John, I need you to WhatsApp me your shipping information. And if you've got any specific basing schemes that you've been thinking of trying out, let me know what it is. Rocky, I've got you covered, brother. Totally got you covered. Maybe a joy to hang out with you, man. 100%. So, this is after you've got your army, after you've put it together, after you've based it, after you've learned how to paint it, after you've done all of that, I want you to play some games. We've been locked in for so fucking long. Let's play some goddamn motherfucking toy soldier games. So the 9th place prize for 9th edition is that Crusade Journal. Go and play some fun narrative bullshit. Enjoy it. The winning ticket for that is number 458. We're in the 2s. We're in the 3s. We're in the 4s. 458 is... Oh! Just on the cusp. Zen 4-1. I don't think he's here. Oh, Dr. Marvin, you are here. You saw that. Oh, you were so close, dude. You were so close. 1 ticket, 1 digit in it. Could have been yours, brother. It could have been yours. Zen, if you're here, congratulations. To everyone that's not been here, I will message them all on Twitch this evening. We'll do that after the stream to make sure that they know first thing tomorrow morning that they've got that prize. So Zen, congrats, brother. You got the last prize, the Crusade book. There you go. 9 prizes. 9th edition. Don't forget the heavy as fuck. Literally can't lift with one hand. The heavy as fuck Indomitus box itself. This one is up for grabs. We will do the draw probably when I wake up tomorrow morning, collate all the data, and we'll just get it done. Totally not during my working hours, I promise. Sharif, if you're watching, I will be working hard. Can't promise. Definitely not lying. Exclamation point box in the chat. Get a link to Instagram where I've made a post. Follow all the instructions in that post. And also tag 3 friends and you'll get 2 entries to win this box. This heavy ass, fuck me, it's so... Don't drop it on any part of yourself at all. Don't do bench presses with it, because Mikey, I think, nearly caught himself an injury doing that. But it's heavy enough you could, though. So that is it. This is the last giveaway prize. Exclamation point box. Follow the command. Do the stuff on the things. And then you could win this tomorrow. That was 3. It was 2 in an empty box, don't lie. It's only like half an Olympic bar. You're absolutely right. To all of you, I mean, I genuinely mean this. To every single one of you who has sat here and chilled out with me, helped me keep going while we've painted these 2 epic miniatures. I want to say a humongous thank you. I hurt, I ache, I'm tired, I can barely talk. I could not have got through the rest of the stream without you folk. So thank you so much. Let's go and wreck somebody's stream with a big ass raid. Big ass raid. Let's see who we've got. We could either go people we know or people we don't. Let's go and drop a big old raid. We've done some weathering and some basing, but I'm going to take you now on a journey. I'm going to take you to meet the Crown Prince of Grime, the Duke of Dirt. It is of course going to be Mr. Solway Studios. Now Solway is a quiet, relaxed, placid guy. And so when we get there, hype the fuck up in that stream. All the emotes being thrown everywhere. I want to see it. To all of you, once again, thank you. Peace out. See you on Tuesday.
Mohawk. The Mohawk.
Repeat, this is not a daffodil.
Oh, that beautiful man. Too many sprues. Hello, hello. I may run out of hellos here. Dutson, hello. I'll print you one hello. Mohawk, Woody, how has your stream gone?